So when we look at the admission of prior inconsistent statements to impeach, we've talked before about how you could have a person's barber come in and say that the witness had said something inconsistent with the current statement offered in court. You can offer what are called extrinsic. You can offer what's called extrinsic evidence of the person's prior inconsistent statement. But in order to do so, you have to provide the witness an opportunity to explain this. Didn't you say to your dry cleaner on March the 3rd that you actually weren't injured in the accident? And if you do that, if you say, didn't you say to your dry cleaner, yada yada, and the person says, no, I did not, or yes, I did, but the fact that you give the witness a chance to explain that statement, then you can still bring in that particular witness, the barber, for instance. And that's the somewhat confusing case of Wammock versus Celotex, because the court in this case wants to bring in a prior inconsistent, not the court, the plaintiff wants to bring in a prior inconsistent statement by one of the witnesses. And at this point, the witness has already left town. So the witness is not available. And the prior inconsistent statement obviously, mucks up the guy's story. But he isn't available to explain why it's inconsistent or the circumstances under which he now offers a different tale. So in this case, the court holds that if you allow the witness to leave town before you try to offer the prior inconsistent statement, the extrinsic evidence of the prior inconsistent statement, in this case it was a transcript that didn't qualify under 801D1A. Apparently, for some reason, that the transcript was something that was not under oath, or the court didn't regard it to meet the criteria of 801D1A. That if you're bringing it in to merely impeach, you have to give the witness a chance to explain that statement, to bring it in under 613B. And because they'd already allowed the witness to leave town before they tried to bring this statement in, they don't get to now do it. But you'll notice, if you're trying to bring this in, if you have a prior inconsistent statement that's under oath in a deposition hearing, et cetera, then you do not have to give the witness a chance to explain it. You can simply just bring that statement in. So this part of the rule 613B is merely about the procedure you have to go through to bring in proof from somewhere else, from a written document, from another person, that the witness did in fact make a statement contrary to the one being made now. And this mechanism only applies when you're using that prior inconsistent statement as impeachment, not as substantive evidence under 801D1.